Awesome.
I don't mind. Oh god.
What, you didn't want something that you were eating to be the first thing on the stream?
Mhm.
Uh,
Very stealthy, Red.
Roll a speed check to make sure you're stealthily eating.
Alright. So, last time you left the party, you climbed up the first 2 levels of the tower of the Insect Choir known as the Spinner. You'd been through one storage level where you'd fought a couple of hosts, found some cool loot, including some shins and some bits and pieces, as well as a cipher that you had been able to identify, and a cipher bag to put ciphers in. All you knew about that is that it was some sort of protection. Then you'd fought the Ergobor Hound, a creature that's fed off energy, who managed to drain a cipher or two, and other than that, you defeated him pretty readily. And so you headed up to the floor. The third level was empty, devoid of even any sort of detritus or any storage like the level below it. But inside you'd found a man, and all he managed to gasp out towards you as you arrived was, "Help me." He's sitting down, leaning up against the wall in the room, but you can see that where he's standing, he'd be fairly tall, fairly sort of thin and rangy, and quite handsome. And he's wearing a steel breastplate and greaves, and has a shield and a sword that has some sort of energy current running up and down it. As you watch it, you can see energy run up it. Other than that, the blade looks quite thin. And so, you have found him in this room. What do you do?
Fetus, I believe you have the so-called antidote.
I do. Yes.
Do you know it's him though?
Yeah, I can't recall his name.
I think I think
This
his
is
name
helpful.
was Dro.
Yes, I believe it was Dro.
Was it?
Well,
Yeah, that
Joe-
sounds about right. Does someone else want to
Well,
talk
Joe was
though? 'Cause I'm
the person you were told to. Joe was the
look
person you were
for.
told to look out for.
Hmm.
Yeah, all this person said so far as you've arrived in the room is "help me."
Is help me. I do
Mhm.
have the antidote, but I'm not great with words. Then again, he's asking for help, so yeah, why not? What's your name?
My name is Dro. Did
That
Ederana
answers
send
it.
you? As he talks to you, you can see it sort of being, a little bit painful for him to get the words out. And every now and then he sort of looks around and sort of shakes his head as if trying to think clearly.
Yeah, okay, let's just give him the antidote. All those in favor?
Well, we don't even know that you've got this mission, do you?
He did tell us.
Oh, you did tell us. Okay, never mind. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Cool.
my version of help is not what he really wants.
So you take the device over to Dro, where he is sitting on the floor. And initially, as you sort of approach him, he says, "Ederana sent you. Where is she?"
She's a ways off.
And then he sort of jerks. He says, "No, wait, don't tell the choir. Will find her."
Hang on.
She's safe.
Okay. Momentary lucidity there.
He's sort of breathing heavily. He is quite lucid. Like he's watching you and engaging with you. He's just not. Every now and then he seems distracted, or his thoughts are elsewhere.
Hmm.
Okay, you're just going to stand there watching him suffer, or are you actually going to give him that antidote?
Yeah, I'll administer the antidote, please.
Good, because I was getting a bit
Okay.
worried that you seem to be enjoying yourself.
Either or.
Enjoying his suffering. Okay. So you move closer to him and roll up the front of his sleeve between where his armored glove and the rest of his armor sits. And you place the device against him and give it a twist as you'd been shown by Adirana to administer it. A series of small needles out of the edge of the device and press into his skin. And you see him sort of tense up in pain for a second, and he lets out a slight scream. As he starts, you can see that as the injection has sort of moved through him, he starts shaking and convulsing. And you can see him sort of clear his head and try and he's writhing. It looks like he's in quite a bit of pain. But after a few moments, that starts to subside, and he starts breathing heavily. And he's now quite sort of pallid and looks quite unwell. But he says, "Oh, thank you. That's so much better. That I can't feel them in my head anymore."
How long since he's eaten? I have some rations I might be able to share.
He sort of says, "Oh, I don't think I could eat anything at the moment. I don't think I'd keep on."
Fair enough.
Thank you for coming to the tower. Now that they're out of my head, did Edirana send you?
Yes.
And she's nearby? She's safe?
She's safe. She's not nearby.
Oh, good. Good, as long as she's safe. I've been in this tower for I don't know how long now. And I was worried because I knew she'd look for me. I was worried she'd, stumble into trouble while she was going to try and rescue me.
No, she's fine.
Oh, that's a relief. I can tell you things about the tower. I've been here for a long time, and I know many things about it. What are you here for? What brings you here?
We've come to stop the choir.
I'm not sure you'll ever be able to stop fire, but you'll be able to slow them down. They've put a lot of resources into this place.
Do you know
We'll
if
do
there's any?
whatever we can.
Do you know if there's any kind of central chamber here where we could place, say, some sort of explosive?
The test levels. If you go to the A level, they have a control room. I'm pretty sure if you manage to destroy that, you put a serious dent.
We just lost him. He just dropped out. Okay.
Can anyone else?
Nah, he's dropped out. He was roboting a fair bit as well. He might be downloading something.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ask him. You'll have to ask him when he gets back.
It's good that it didn't bring the whole thing down because I was unsure what would actually happen there.
I think it just
More
goes
you
to
know.
Google Hangouts itself being the host. Okay.
Oh,
He's dropped again.
yeah, he looked like he was
Oh,
coming
this
back.
isn't looking good.
Ah, damn it.
While Red's busy reconnecting, we do have 3 ciphers. Do we want to stick in the bag, or do people want to just take one of them and try it out for a bit?
I think I took that. Actually, it was probably not one of the ones we got. What have you got in your list?
Uh, I had my list just before. We had what was called a reality spike, which basically the way that Red described it was you can basically take the reality spike and stick it in mid-air and then leave it there. So basically just implant it in reality and then it just stays stuck. We also had what was called a magnetic master glove, which enabled you to touch a metallic or otherwise magnetic item and then manipulate it for 10 rounds, which I think is roughly equivalent to a minute. And I think by manipulate it means like you can do anything with it, so change its shape, make it float through the air, that sort of thing.
I might take that actually. I'll take that in my pack. That magnifying glove.
Hmm. And apparently the third thing that we had. Oh,
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
No, I
lagging
can't
a fair
hear you
bit
at all.
just. Bloody hell. Yeah, you were lagging a fair bit before you dropped out. You're not downloading
Yeah,
anything,
probably
are you?
just the
Or?
weather.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've got it all into pretty much everything. Yeah, we'll keep going, but we'll see if it happens again. As long as I don't mention the word accelerating, we'll be fine.
you just jinxed it.
You
Well
just
done.
did it. Okay.
Yeah. As Dro was saying, the tower has 8 levels. The control room for the spinneret is up on the 8th level. But there's also things on the other floors that you might want to watch out for. On level 5 and 6, there are 2 large guardians that are on the outside of the structure. As that's the part of the structure where the ramp is on the outside, you have to be very careful when you move there.
So snake. Okay.
There's also the production facility on the next level up, level 4. It's where they're producing those slimy things.
Oh god.
Might want to actually do some damage to that as well. See if I can actually. I'm worried if we actually try to shut that down, we might actually alert them. Might as well just have to sneak past for now. We'll damage what we can on the way out, I guess. Just go loud
Personally,
after we climb up.
I vote for a full-on assault.
Full on assault.
I actually agree with this plan. Blargs, you distract them. I go in and take out the leader if there is one.
They're more
Okay.
of a they're more mind than an entity with a leader, but you might be able to do some damage. Joe is sort of trying to get to his feet, but he's still pretty weak.
Can you walk, friend?
I might be able to. Yeah, but
No.
Oh dear.
You're dropping again.
am I?
Yeah, we only got about probably 5% of that. Maybe 10%. I don't know. It's catching out a bit.
It's weird because I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, that's odd. Because now I can hear you just fine now. For some reason it was during that first sentence.
Okay. Joe said I can. I don't think I'll be able to head any further up the tower, but I might be able to make it down the ramp.
Okay,
Are you
well,
sure that's wise?
I think for now you should actually stay put. Because once we've taken care of what we need to do upstairs, we can come down and get you on the way out.
Does someone want to stay with Dro?
So, someone tell Fetus the #1 rule of any RPG.
It's more the thing is that, like, it doesn't look like we ran into this tower when after fighting the creatures outside, and there were more of them coming, but they didn't follow us in. So I think there's little danger of like other creatures coming up from below or from outside the tower and coming up the floors behind us.
Either that or they
Yes.
want us in.
No, I agree with Rusev so far, is that I've been watching the rear the entire time. No one's been following us so far.
You did shut off one of the hatches on the lower levels.
True.
Even more reason just to stay put. There's no point trying to go down when there's probably more of those things.
Yeah, he'll be safe going with us, so he really should just stay put while we actually finish off our mission. Then once we're done, we go down and pick him up.
Or we could carry him and use him as a club.
Put him on a bit of string, and then we throw him into each room to make sure there's no traps.
Perfect.
I simply just
only
shake my
work-
head at those two barbarians over there.
No, I'm okay with this.
3 barbarians over there.
Has
want some of
anyone
that-
ever seen that movie Cube?
Yes.
You just remind me of the bit with the shoes in the rooms.
Well, that actually the bit of string was literally from it was a game I played in. I didn't GM it, but the ranger's animal companion died,
Aw.
and I think the priest in the party, instead of letting it like die, basically cast a spell that stopped it from decomposing, and then the rogue in the party tied his rope to this dead creature, and every dungeon he just flung it he got the barbarian or fighter to throw it as far into the room as he possibly could, and then he just dragged it across the flagstones to make sure that there were no pressure pad traps.
That's fantastic.
Why am I imagining like the corpse of the creature on like the end of a stick, like a squeegee mop, just
Oh, that's horrible.
It's good
Who
old,
said we're
good old
not?
player character
It's okay.
associate.
It took about two dungeons for the GM to add in a pressure pad that required the weight of the entire party to activate.
Oh dear.
And that one locked off all the entrances and flooded the chamber with poisonous gas.
Well,
And we
Man, that
all
DM.
died.
that DM didn't like what you were doing. Okay.
Oh, and sorry, while it was filling with gas, skeletons were like coming up out of the ground.
charming.
Jeez, that guy really hated you using that pet. Okay. Alright, so back to the task at hand. So we're all in agreement to let this guy sit here and get his rest, so he can get regain
I
some
thought
strength
we were
while we go
trying
upstairs with
into
his.
some string.
I'm against that. Try it, and you'll lose another eye.
Fair enough.
I'll be honest.
And this
while I
time, not
like
by
the idea-
accident.
While I like the idea, I fear he might be a little heavy, even for my amazing muscles.
He is pretty emaciated. You could probably do it.
I just don't think Edorana would actually like that very much, especially when she was confiding in you to get you to help her, and you're actually going to be using him like this. You really think she's going to forgive you for this?
Casualty of war.
Did she say she wanted him back, or she wanted him back alive?
I don't know. Fettis, what did she tell you?
Bloody hell.
No, it wasn't either, was it? It was he didn't want him to suffer. Oh shit! That means we can't do anything. Damn it!
They've got you there.
Boom. Check, mate.
All right, you win.
Okay, so this floor, there's nothing, nothing else really of interest. It's pretty much a bedroom.
Just a question. Did Fettis end up using all of that antidote, or was it like...
I had 2 doses.
He had 2 doses, so he's one.
Yeah, I've got 1 dose left, which is presumably to take out the central core if we find one.
Might also
The
be
central
handy just...
core of a decentralized homogeneous unit. Yeah,
might be
that'll
handy
work.
just in case someone gets infected.
I'm cool with infections. I'm down with that.
Because you already are.
Pretty much.
You've been the most infected person on the planet.
I do try. I'm a collector.
I'm imagining that's simply why you're like mostly cyborg now. You've been infected by every disease known to man and then some.
There's a reason people don't touch me.
It's like Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. He's got Three Stooges syndrome. Bullets fit through the door. Now, would you like to head onwards and upwards? Or to ask Joe any more questions?
Well, we already got the sort of like the location of where we can actually put the explosive anyway, so...
Did he say the
Minus-
generator was on the 7th floor?
It was the 8th floor, wasn't it?
The 8th floor.
8th floor, yeah.
I think
Yeah, I've been
the central
making a note of it.
control.
Yeah, control room.
Well, we're currently on the 3rd, so we have the factories above us.
Yeah, production facility. Then above that is the 2 large guardians, apparently on the outside.
It's gonna get all Shadow of the Colossus up in here.
Huh. No, we'll just try to sneak past again because that worked well the last few times.
If you actually look at the picture that we've got there, you can actually see them on the outside there.
Ah, that's
They
what
look
those
fun,
are.
don't they? They look fun, don't they?
They look like gelatinous
excellent.
cubes that'll just devour everybody and will just dissolve inside them. Yeah, they do look
Oh,
quite
gelatinous
fun.
cube is the gelatinous cube is latex forever, just like the rust monster.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm all for heading up. What about you guys?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yep.
What's the worst that can happen?
Don't. It's too late. We're all gonna die now.
So you
Well,
head
one
up the ramp
check.
to the bottom of the next level. The hatch for this one is closed. So what's your marching?
I wouldn't mind going first because I might be able to sneak inside a little bit.
Can we throw Dro on a string in to check?
He's not meant to be suffering. Or have you
Damn it.
forgotten already?
No, I'm just being facetious.
Does your brain need recalibration as well as your eye? I can help with that.
Machine men have no feelings.
Okay. So, Rusif, up front, would you like to slide open the hatch?
Can I do it stealthily?
To do it stealthily, I'll require a might roll.
A might roll, not okay. Would
Yeah,
this
because
still?
it's quite heavy.
Alright.
Yeah, requires strength to do it quietly.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, that's a 4. Damn.
Okay, so you slide open. You try to slide it open, but the sort of heavy and awkward weight of it as you shift it makes a scraping noise as you open it back. And you can feel the vibration from it move through the floor. But you can now poke your head up inside it. Would you like to have a look at it?
Sure. Blag, you seem to be a good partner in crime. Did you want to come up and have a look too?
Yes. Don't expect subtlety.
You both sort of moving past each other on the ramp, head up the top of the hatch, and you can see two huge round vats, about meters across and a little higher, cylindrical vats of the room, and they're sort of clear on most of the sides, and they're filled with a bubbling dark green soup of chemicals, and you can see lots of the little points of light that you've associated with the viral traces bubbling within it and moving around. Great walk running between the two vats, just a few feet above the top of them, and there is a metal ladder on both ends of the catwalk. There's also attached to each vat a mechanized crane with a large claw on top of it. The side of the vat, on the side of each of them near the floor, has a control panel for monitoring the fluid within it. You can see within one of the claws on top of the vat there is one of the green viral hosts held with the claw, and it's halfway through being dipped into one of the vats. You can see several other hosts within the room. You can sort of see 2 from where you are now. But I'll get one of you to roll an intellect roll to see if you can perceive any others.
I'm going to leave that to you.
Okay, I don't really trust my eyes either, but let's see how it goes. Okay, maybe I can see.
18, good roll.
Okay. So as you leave within the room and listen out, you can hear there are several others moving around within the room. You can sort of see the control panel for one of the vats, but you can't see one of them. In all respects, the vats you've seen so far are identical. So there might be something around the other side, near the other control panel. You can see 2 wandering around, 1 in the claw. You could hear at least 2 or 3 more within the room. You also think that one of them is walking in your direction.
If I was to jump out and sort of jump into the room, would there be like somewhere I can duck behind and try and hide, or like something like that?
You can probably put the side of that, but yourself and all the ones that you can directly see. There's a small, it looks like a power or something, or something at some old piece of machinery. if it's connected or not. For the room.
Alright, I'm going to put all that distortion down to just slime interference. I'm going to attempt a stealth roll to see if I can squeeze my way in between one of the vats and the wall, just so I can get into the room and get out of sight.
Okay.
I'm trained in stealth. Hopefully this works.
9. It's taking a while to pop from roll
Okay.
20.
Yeah, I might just be having a bit of a slow moment.
Might be the 3D dice. I'll disable it.
It could be that too. Okay. So you move within the room. Unfortunately, as you move, your toe catches the edge of the hatch, which had been your bane. Let's drop you on the right map. And your token appears.
Not yet.
I can see it.
There it is.
Okay. So you pop into the room, but make a clanging noise as you come, and you think that probably got there. So from where you are, sorry, I'm just looking for toe. Oh, where's it gone? That'll do. Okay, so from where you are, you hope to sort of get over here somewhere as you popped in out of the way, but you've attracted the attention of the ones here. Where are we? This one here is the one being dipped into a vat currently. You can see that one. You think there was one over here, but he wasn't looking in your direction. And you think there's at least one more hiding over here somewhere. This one is turning towards you. So it's obviously heard something over there. Or just
So, in terms of what these look like, do they look like the ones we fought on the train or the ones that we fought just outside the tower?
they look like the ones you fought outside the tower. The ones that are sort of pure green.
These are the ones who are actually kind of aware of their surroundings.
Yes.
In terms of like the wall right next to me, you said there was a sort of an overhead gangway or a catwalk sort of thing. Is there like a access stairs or something near me?
Where you are, let me just find my polygon line. Sorry, I'll draw that in just so you know where that is. That's the catwalk ladder on either end of it.
Oh, okay.
This one is moving towards you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to head for the ladder because height advantage.
Okay. So you move over the ladder. I think I grabbed it. You grabbed it. As you do that, though, you are spotted by this guy here. So I would like you to roll an initiative roll. At the moment, you and Boggs rolling first, and it will be at least one round before the others can get up the ramp. Boggs, I'll get your roll as well.
Oh no. We're all gonna die.
Oh, one.
We're all gonna
Wow.
die.
You are
Oh,
caught
shit.
literally off guard.
I'm just imagining Blargs is so ready for a fight that he bangs his head on the hatch.
As you come and try and draw your axe out to brandish for the fight, you manage to get it caught in its holster, trying to pull it out. And as you pull it forward, you manage to pull your bag off and clock yourself in the back of the head with it.
Brilliant.
Seemingly out of nowhere, jumping from the other part of the catwalk, which you couldn't quite see, one of the creatures has appeared in front of you.
You're so fucked.
That said,
Holy crap, he
Bruce,
jumped a long way.
yeah, he sort of came from, you're not quite sure his height. He might have been on the top of the ramp leading out of the room. But all you know is he's appeared right in front of Blah, but it is your turn first, Rusev.
Well, if the guy is being dipped by the crane type thing, or being prepared to be dipped into the vat, I would like to try and climb up to the catwalk and see what's up there and see if I can do anything from that position.
Okay. So to climb up the catwalk with sort of speed and still have time to do any investigation while you're up there, I'll need a speed roll. Difficulty 3.
Would this potentially take advantage of my climbing training?
Yes, it can.
Sweet, just need a beta 6.
Okay.
Yay.
So you managed to scramble up on top of the catwalk. So I'll bring you to front. There we go. So you're now on top catwalk. From up there, you can see that the crane mechanism that the creature is attached to has a sort of mechanical gear at the top of it and a what looks like a metallic cable down. Although as you look at it, it looks almost like a solid metal. It's not like a wire cable where it's braided. It looks almost like a clean surface. But there is some sort of mechanical device holding it at the top. From where you are, you're slightly above the green guy, but he's still within sort of slashing distance.
So the green guy that's being like dangled above the vat, he's is he like in a cage sort of thing, or is he just like connected to the crane?
He's being held in the claw on the end of the crane. It looks like it's sort of got some sort of pad or something on the inside of it that allows it to pick up the green slime creatures, because as you've seen before, some of this stuff doesn't necessarily stick to metal, but it's got some sort of magnetic pad on the inside of the crane thing, and it's sort of holding him in and dipping him in almost like almost as like a bath.
So if there's some sort of mechanical controls for the crane on top of this catwalk, I would like to see what I can do with that.
Okay. So it's probably a fairly easy intellect roll to figure out just the basic mechanics of it, but it'll be more if you're looking to disrupt it. All right, because it looks just like a. It looks like a hoist, but it's got some protected mechanic and electronics within it.
I suppose I just want to see how it works, because I've got something that might be funny if it works out.
Now's not the time for jokes.
Now's definitely the time for jokes. It'll be great, guys. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm in the school of blogs in this one, so I want to see what I can do with these controls.
Ah, shit.
Mechanism, that will be a difficulty 4 roll.
So, would knowledge Numenera potentially help me here?
It's not so much a Numenera thing; it's more a mechanical thing. There's nothing sort of arcane about it. It's just complex.
Alright, then I shall put a.
So someone like Scrapper would have an advantage.
I shall put level of effort into this intellect task to see if I can figure out how a crane works. So, if it's a difficulty 4, so level of effort brings it down to 3. Come on. Oh shit.
Oh, 4. Ouch.
Okay, so you examine the mechanism, but nothing's coming to you in terms of how you can break it. It doesn't look like you can interfere with the cable. You look at the wires and just go, I'm not quite sure how this operates. Okay, the hosts. It's their turn. So this one here is where are we? Sorry, I'm just looking at my sheet. Okay, this is going to move towards Blargs and try and attack him. Blargs, I'll get a speed roll to dodge.
At 10.
You dodge out of the way of its
Yes.
grasp as it tries to grab a hold of you.
Average
The
for
one
the win.
within the vat sort of flails and looks up at Rusev, but because it's currently engaged in the dipping process, it's not going to be able to get out of that anytime soon. This one will move and start trying to rush up the catwalk. This one is going to try and come up the catwalk from the other end. And then this one is going to also walk over to Blargs and try and more with the other speed dodge.
Wow. I'm
Oh.
on form tonight.
2. Ouch.
Okay. Whereas previously they've tried to grab you and, make you one of them, here they're taking no chances. So it's going to punch out with its slimy fist, and you can see as the towards you, slime around its fist has become quite thick as it moves it forward. So it's going to pack a punch and do you 3 points of damage minus any armor that's got on.
Okay. I think that's just 1. I really need to reorganize my sheet here. I'm so bad at this.
Are you using the sheet within the within Roll20?
Well, you see, about no. I set it up, but now I've forgotten to use it.
Yeah, you've got 2 armor listed in there, so you take 1 point of might damage.
Whew.
Okay. I will now get you to an act because you're still trying to disentangle your axe from where you put it, and how it's caught in your bag. So I will get the rest of the party to also roll initiative if they do wish to run up the stairs.
I'm just going to stay here.
Okay.
You just gotta chill out with Dro.
Do we hear
go ahead.
commotion from on the other side of the hatch?
The hatch is open.
Yeah, but okay,
So you
but do we see that they're in trouble?
You probably saw Blargs just take a fist to the face.
Okay, there's definitely trouble then. I'm going to head up then, so I'm going to roll. See how mine goes. See if I actually get the same problem. Okay. Oh no, there we go. It was pretty quick. 13.
Okay, Ranger.
I guess.
Okay.
Another one. Oh shit.
I'm going to intrude there. Ranger, in your haste to run up the ramp, maybe it's a bit of slime that's come off of the creature that came at Blargs, or maybe it's just condensation on the ramp, but you slip and fall. I'll get you to make a speed roll to react to the fall. Difficulty 4.
He gets a 12.
Lucky.
That's
you
the magic number.
You just fall on your face. You don't slip off the ramp and fall down to the level below.
Oh shit.
Oh, that could have been bad.
So you don't
That
quite
could have been,
keep your dignity.
that could have been a
but,
broken angle. Okay, so Rusif, it is your turn again.
Okay. Considering my inability to figure out how to operate a crane, I'm going to. What? Could you describe the control panel in front of me? Is it like a series of levers, or is it just buttons?
The control panel. The control panel is down here next to the. The control next to the side of the vat. Come in.
I was. I thought you said that there was something up on the catwalk that was kind of like controlling the crane, sort of thing.
There's the crane mechanism, sort of that you can access from the top of the catwalk, but the actual controls for the vats are down lower. Sorry.
Wait. So the control panels for the vats are down below, but does that also control the crane, or is there something up here?
No, there's like there's some sort of circuit board and control engine, I suppose, for the crane up here. The actual mechanical part of it.
And this green box in the corner, that was just a bunch of crates.
That was some sort of power control unit that you don't know if it was active. It looked like it's directly, but it could be connected through the floor or through another means.
I believe this is probably going to be a terrible idea, but I'm actually going to see if I can sever the crane and drop the guy straight into the vat.
Okay. To do that will be a might roll. Again, it's a looking bit of metal, but with a decent or a decent impact, you might be able to sever it. So that'll be difficulty 4.
Alright. No effort, cause yeah, this will be fun. That
8.
wouldn't have helped me.
Okay, so you swing around with your weapon at the cable, and whilst you notice that a nick appears in it where you hit, it's not enough to sever it through, so they will remain where they are. Okay, next turn is Scrapper. You are down on the stairs. So just let me drop your token in. When it loads, there you are. You're down here.
Yep.
You can move through boxes, and you can probably move up to around here somewhere. You can move.
Can I go this way? At least.
To do that, you'll need to jump up onto where the hatch, because the hatch is sort of about here. To jump up there, to climb up, it'll be a speed roll.
Yeah, I'm not really that privy on trying to run past 2 big gelatinous dudes, so I'll roll for it then. To climb up the hatch and try to get up to here, just so I can be like a little bit of ways away from everybody.
Okay, it's a pretty simple climb, so difficulty 3.
Okay. Oh, damn it. 8.
So you sort of get halfway up, but you sort of scramble as you're on the edge of it, so hanging onto the edge. You can...
Oh dear.
He's dropped again.
Or you can drop back down and try again next turn.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out halfway, so what were the options I had?
You can either scramble yourself up and be sort of laying on the top here, or you can drop back down and try and jump up again on your next turn. Or you can do something else.
Do the 2 guys fighting Blags notice me doing this or not?
They're pretty preoccupied with him at the moment.
Alright, I'll actually scramble up and start prone next turn.
Okay, so you're sort of lying on the edge there. and that's probably you, just because you might be able to draw something if you've got your crossbow next to you. You might be able to get that in a ready position.
I don't think I've ever put my crossbow away ever since I started climbing up, so I've probably already got it on hand. But I'm not actually going to fire it.
Your crossbow.
Yeah, I'm not going to fire it though.
You've got your crossbow on him.
Yep, cool.
Okay. Next turn goes to Fetus.
Oh joy. Has Blargs righted himself yet, or is he still face planted?
Blargs is wrestling with his weapon.
Oh, okay.
Still trying to draw it.
Yeah, I think I'll just oh goodness, those things are right on Blargs. I'll try and situate myself. I can't move my token. I would like to situate myself between Blargs and the things.
Let me
directly in harm's way.
Fetus. Right, you control it now.
Thank you. That'll
You step up on the edge ramp and try and tackle one of the green slime creatures. Is that what you're doing?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, that'll be a might roll to sort of leap up and tackle him.
What is it with you and trying to wrestle with these slime guys? 19, nice roll.
Okay.
Actually doing it.
I should have gone to embed my fist in its head.
Okay, so you actually give it a decent crash tackle and bring it hard down to the metal floor. And it now sort of have it on top. You don't necessarily have it pinned, but because these things are made of slime, they're very hard to pin. But you do bring it down in a crashing heap, so you do a couple of points of damage to it.
Wunderbar.
As you tackle it, as well as an additional anything else you're going to do. So that probably did 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Given the whole sort of tackle move. But that's probably you. You've got you're lying next to the. It's lying sort of next to the edge. You're sort of crouching on top of it, so you won't need to spend next turn standing up or anything like that. Blargs.
Oh dear.
So you managed to wrestle your weapon free of its pack, and so you can have your weapon drawn.
Good. Yes. Yes. That is a good idea.
What would you like to do with it now you've got it drawn? Can I guess?
I think you can probably guess, but just in case you couldn't, I'm going to
guess that you roll a 1.
Oh, God. No, look, I went 1, 10, 2, didn't I, in rolls, right? So, following that, I might get an 11, maybe. I'm just
you never rely on regression to the mean with dice. That's not how they work.
I'm quite aware of that, but that's no fun. So
as long as over like million rolls, it's about even, you're fine. 33. Remember, you've got your...
Damn it.
Okay. So your axe, you pull it out of its holster and bring it through one hand before you grab it with your other hand. And it's enough to catch the slime creature off guard. It thought you'd be fiddling with it for a bit longer. So you do manage to damage it. How much damage does that do?
What does my thing say? How much damage do I do? It should be 7. Because it's 6 for
7,
2.
okay. You manage to... there we go. You manage to do a fair bit of damage to it as you bring it out. You sort of lop it through the legs because you're slightly lower than on the ramp. You sort of give it a decent hack into its midsection and don't quite sever it all the way through. But as you pull the axe back out, it flings a large bunch of jelly sort of back at you and over behind your shoulder. So I'll just get a quick might roll to avoid the slime as it comes out. And you manage to, as you're bringing your hand back out, you see the slime coming towards you, and you manage to duck out of the way as it goes onto the wall behind you. Your arm is about covered up to the elbow in the stuff, though.
Huzzah!
But that's as long as it's on the outside, that's good. As long as you're not trying to swallow it.
Damn it, I was about to
Hey,
say I've
come
got
on now.
Fennis's dinner.
So the creature's turn. The one in the vat is still sort of struggling, and you sort of see, Rooster, from where you are, you can see the mechanism of the crane start to reverse and bring him out of the vat. As you see him coming out of the vat, you see that where he's been in the vat, he actually looks chunkier. So he's sort of been half dipped, and the bits that are coming out look thicker and stronger than the standard creatures that you've been seeing in here. But the crane is moving quite slowly, and even though the creature's sort of struggling, trying to claw up at you, it's not going to be able to hit you. This one here, however, goes to scramble the ladder. It's going to try and push you into the vat below.
Oh.
So as it's going to try and wrestle with you, I will get a might roll to sort of be a sort of bulwark against that.
Oh dear.
Difficulty
15.
3.
No
Okay,
effort
you
like
managed
a
to hold your-
badass.
You hold your ground on the top of the precarious catwalk, and the creature is still sort of struggling, but you sort of shove it off of you. Fetus, the one that you crash tackled, is going to try and squirm its way from under you. To keep it restrained or keep sort of tackled, because it's slime and doesn't really have a spine, it's kind of hard to get in a hold. So if you'd like to keep it restrained, that'll be probably a speed difficulty 4.
Ooh. Speed, hey? I can't afford any effort in that. Screw it, let's go.
It's not going to attack, it's just going to try and break your grip.
Nope.
9. Okay, so the creature squirms out from under your grip and sort of crawls its way quickly across the floor away from you, but it doesn't stand up because it's not that quick. Bugs,
Okay.
the guy that you took a chunk out sees red. If these things could see red, they can only really see green because they're green.
Red.
So I'll get a speed roll to dodge him.
Brilliant.
3.
You're just amazing,
Okay.
Blugs.
So good.
It hammers down with another fist onto your armor. So that will be 3 points minus your armor value of might damage. So that'll be 1 point again.
Huzzah! I'm starting to lose health. I don't like this. It's not nice, guys.
Keep tanking, you're doing great.
This one here is going to climb up the ladder at the other end of the catwalk.
Distraction.
There we go. Okay. Ranger, you have sort of recovered and have crawled up the bottom of the ramp here. Where are you? And stood up. So that's you there. You can probably move. No, you can't move. You've probably spent time trying to scramble up to where you are now after you fell over.
It's a big ramp, yo.
It is.
It's a slippery ramp as well.
Whee!
Rusif, your turn. This one is trying to wrestle you. This one is slowly hoisting back up. Sorry, this one is slowly hoisting back up and look chunky.
Oh, I can't disable that. Dang.
I do believe, considering this other guy basically just tried to push me, I'm going to see if I can basically trip him or push him back over the railing and into the vat itself.
Okay. So to do that, it'll just be a might check.
Might test?
Difficulty 3. Yep.
I really want this to work, so I'm going to do a level of effort.
Okay.
Yes.
9.
Okay, so you wrestle with him and push him over the edge of the catwalk. You sort of twist him round behind you, so send him off this way. You can see it sort of struggle and try and grab at you, and then it falls back into the vat, where it sits on top of the surface of the green liquid for half a second, until it slowly starts discorporating and going into the viral sludge within, and so it disappears and is absorbed into the vat beneath. The last thing you see as its head dissolves are the 2 green patches that you'd taken and sort of dissolve into the top of it. So he's gone.
Okay, that's good because I was actually expecting something a whole lot worse. I was expecting something along the lines of like you stick it in the vat, then it comes out Hulk version.
Yeah, I was worried you were going to do
Well-
that too. We won't know though yet.
Probably if it's dropped in too quickly, that's not going to happen. Even these viral creatures aren't. It's like a teardrop into an ocean. Okay, the turn goes to Scrapper.
Okay, that crane is much larger than a person, isn't it?
There was a crane above each vat.
Mhm.
It's like the mechanism is up above on the sort of catwalk level where Rusif is. There's also
Yeah.
this control panel next to the vat.
Well, if I see that that blob that's being it's being held by the crane, if there's a control panel there, and there's no immediate threat to me so far, I might see if I could figure it out and maybe if I can actually get there in time from where I am now, like being prone and that. Can I actually get there?
You can get to it. You can't. You won't be able to operate it though, as you sort of scramble up and move your way across the room. But you can be standing next to the control panel on your next turn.
Can I at least identify it?
Yes, you can.
All right. All right. I'll actually do that. So I'll go up to the control panel and try to figure it out with the time I've got.
Okay, so that'll be a difficulty 5 task, but because of your background with machines, this is 5 intellect, that automatically goes down a level to difficulty 4.
Okay. I'll also apply a level of effort on that. to make it a
Okay, so that
difficulty
brings
3.
it down to 3.
Yep, with edge 2, that's 1 point spent for that, and alright, let's go. Please be good. Oh, that was so close to a 1. Okay, 13.
Okay. So you examine the control panel. Even though in an ancient script, you recognise the basic layout was very similar to some machines that you've used in a past life. You think the operation is fairly simple. So you've worked out you've got 2 options on your next turn. One is, one is you can leave it alone, of course, but you can also work out there's one specific command you can input on the panel, which will cause the mixture to boil. There's another command you can input on the panel that will cause the vat to drain. So you can basically open the plug on the bottom of it and the whole thing will drain out. So have a think about that before your next turn.
Okay.
Fetus. So this slippery bugger has got away from you, but you're still in a pretty good position for either of those green dudes you're next to.
Okay. I've got enough health for this. Famous last words. Let's. These aren't like the same. These aren't the same jelly things that we've encountered before, are they? They're slightly different.
No, they're pretty close. They're very similar to the ones that you've
Very
encountered. They're
similar.
not the big. They're not the big ones. They're the thin ones.
Okay.
They're like the ones you encountered at the bottom of the tower.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ones you fought outside.
Had
And
the
that one
eye
is
sensors.
currently on the ground.
He's not. He's scrambled out of your way and is standing up, but he's not.
Standing up. Okay. And this one's standing up as well.
Like you can whatever. Yep, they're both.
Can
they're both
I?
standing up. Yep. This one is
can
the
I
one that
throw-
Bargs cut a big chunk out of.
Okay. Can I throw a punch and embed my fist in this one's head, please?
Yes, you may. There'll be a might check, difficulty 3, because it's paying attention to Blargs.
Excellent.
Okay.
9. Right on the magic
You
number.
embed your fist within the creature's head,
Excellent.
and you do damage. How much damage would that do on a punch? Is that with your? You got a razor ring?
I've got a razor ring, yeah, so it does what, 1 damage? Plus.
I'll do
is it
1,
plus-
but
Is it plus 1 because I'm tier 2? Or is that. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know how it works.
You
You can
put-
only do 2.
Yeah, it's a light weapon.
It's a light weapon. Okay, so if you're doing it that, that will be enough to kill it. So you put your fist inside the creature's head, and similar to the one that you encountered downstairs, the razor ring spears it through its sort of eye structures. And
Excellent.
as you shake your fist, the creature discorporates around you and collapses into a slimy mess on the ground. But of course, as it does that, as with these creatures, as you've learned, it's going to spurt slime at you. So I'll get a speed roll to dodge that.
18.
Not even close, baby.
Okay, even though it spurts a geyser of slime at your face as it dies, you are quick enough to just put your other hand up to block it as it squirts out, and you sort of
Wonderful.
shake your hand off to get green goop off of it. So that one is gone. Okay, Blargs, it's your turn.
Alright. I vote for charge the closest one that's alive and attack it. I'm a real thinker.
Okay.
I am.
So you're going to bring the beat down on the one sort of directly in front of you, this one?
Yep.
Okay. You can probably close that distance quite easily,
I was hoping so.
given it's quite close, and then it will be a might roll to attack.
Okay, I will use my thrust
Difficulty 3.
ability,
Okay.
which is 1 extra damage if it works, which it won't, but you know, that's beside the point. Huh, it worked.
17.
Okay, this is the one that was a bit beaten up by Fetus before, but you bring your axe, you twist it around your head and bring it down in a sort of overhead strike. You see it go sort of the edge of the top of the creature's skull, and then you bring it through on a backswing that brings it straight through the torso. And so you will kill that creature.
Jesus.
But you'll also need to do a speed roll to dodge the geyser of green slime that escaped from it.
7.
Typical blocks.
Oh no.
Okay, so you take some green slime to the face. Now,
It's a good look for you.
what's going to happen with... It's not good for you at all. What's going to happen
Form over
with
function.
that is you you have an infection.
Brilliant.
Oh no.
So
And the only
that
cure
means that for
is more
each
cowbell.
Okay, so you're going to have to resist that infection each day because it's only a sort of low-level infection. If you manage to beat a difficulty 4 might defense roll at the start of each day, you can cure yourself. If not, bad things are going to start happen. But I'll let you know when they're going to happen.
Wow, that's
this is going to
cheerful.
go so badly.
Oh, that's cheerful. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dark. It's too late for you. We have to put you down.
I wanted
What's funny
an
is
infection.
you'll put him down and you've still got a vial of cure there.
Yeah, no, we're not wasting this antidote.
Oh, God, fetters. Holy shit.
I love you,
Okay.
Bugs.
The green creature here is going to finally reach the edge of the catwalk as it's being hoisted out, and it's going to start crawling up the edge of it. It manages to crawl up, and now you can see it, Rusa. It looks like a fairly muscly and chunky version of what you've already been fighting, like it's been upgraded. But it's still going to be crawling up on the edge there. So it sort of gets onto the catwalk, but that's all it's going to do this turn. So that's that one. This one, however, is going to move towards you and try and wrestle you like the previous one did. It's sort of going to walk past its mate there. I don't know. It's not working because we're on a hex grid. This one's here. This one's here. Okay, so that'll wrestle you. That'll be a might roll to resist that wrestling again.
Everyone wants a bit of Rusev.
14.
You pull some like the rock shit on it, and it just can't do it. Ranger, it is now your turn.
Is it over yet? Did I? All right. Bumble into
You've
the
just
room.
worked out what's going on in the room.
Nice of you to finally join us.
Well, I figure I can just take a shot from where I am with my crossbow. No need to
Okay.
try and walk anywhere on this slippery floor.
The other guys are going, the floor's not that slippery, man. Okay, which one are you taking a shot at?
I was just going to go for the closest.
Okay, that's the one that's just emerged from the goop. So you can connect with that. How much damage does that do?
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, because this one's a little bit tougher. The bolt moves into it and sort of leaves a clear path through the slime. But this one looks a bit tougher than the previous ones. It's been a little bit upgraded. So it'll take the damage, but it's pretty hardy. Okay, the turn goes to Rusev again. So you've wrestled this one, and then this one that's just been shot is looking big and tough and mean, and is also starting to threaten you.
Yep. In terms of what I could see of the crane, did I figure out if it was like on some sort of like, railing type of thing that would move about?
It looks like it's on some sort of track, yes. It's sort of embedded in the catwalk. So basically the catwalk's got a little mechanism on top of it, and it's on some wheels or something, and there's a groove in the middle of the catwalk which the cable goes through. But you could access the cable before when you're trying to cut it.
I do believe cool but stupid maneuver is being called for, so let's do some urban Tarzan.
Flair.
I grab onto the crane cable and basically just swing away from these two guys that are beginning to surround me.
Okay. So to sort of grab onto the cable and get to somewhere safe, I'm assuming over here somewhere.
Just trying to swing away from these guys.
Okay, so where would you like to end up? Just stop holding onto the cable?
Yeah. I don't actually want to leave the cable. I want to like grab onto it and just swing away from these guys so that I'm out of their reach for the immediate future.
Okay, so that'll be fairly easy just to get away from them. The only catch with that is on your next turn, you'll probably swing right back into where you are there.
Yep, I'm aware of that.
Okay, so that will be a speed roll. Pretty easy, probably only difficulty 3 to grab a decent grip of it and swing away.
I'll do a level of effort on that because don't really want to fall.
13. Nice.
Okay. So grabbing the cable, you swing out to here.
That was
which
a
is
speed test, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And get away from two of them. Scrapper, you are at the control panel. What would you like to do? You can flush the tank, or you can set the tank to boiling.
Hop in the tank.
It is not a hot tub. It's
Yeah.
not like those baths that Blargs went in all the way
That's
back
what I was thinking, yeah.
earlier on.
Well, I wouldn't know about that because I wasn't there. Okay, so
That's true.
I don't think emptying it's actually a good idea at the moment, especially if we can knock them into it. I think I'm just gonna actually set it to boil.
Because you've worked out how the control panel works, is you see a small lever on it, and as you put your hand on it, you can feel it respond to your touch. You turn it to left as you've worked out, the sort of knob on top of it, and you see that the panel changes from green to blue. As you do that, you can hear the machine within the vat start to crank up, and small bubbles start forming inside the surface of the vat. So it won't boil instantaneously, but you can tell it's definitely warming up. Okay, Fitness, from where you are, you pretty high, so you'll probably have to take a step back to see the dudes on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, so that's this vat that's being. There is the other vat as well, which is currently untouched.
So they're above the boiling vat.
Yeah, they are.
They are start to see steam or fumes to rise off the top of it. It's almost like a white vapor. It's very sort of low hanging, almost like you know what dry ice vapor looks like. How it sits on a surface. It's starting to do that on the top of the vat. It's starting to do that.
Okay. I don't know what I can do here. I think I've actually got option paralysis. Can I just work my way up to the catwalk, please?
Yep, so you can move around there and scramble up, and that'll probably be your turn. So you're now on top of the catwalk. Is that what
Thank
you'd like to do?
Yes.
Okay, Blargs.
Yes, that's me. I want to attack the guy closest to me. Blistering change of events from the norm here.
They're on the catwalk.
Okay,
How do
they're
you
both
get
on top
them?
of the catwalk.
Don't throw the axe.
Why
Throw
can't you
the
be
axe.
nearby so I can throw you? That would make things so much easier.
That's honestly the equivalent of saying don't think of elephants.
Alright, no, I will jump
You
up
can't
on the
throw Joe either. He's too far away.
I
And
think
there's
the
no
closest
sprint.
person to you currently is Ranger. So Ranger, do you want to go fly?
Blargs, do you reckon you could Kool-Aid through the sides of the vat?
While it's boiling, you think it's a good idea?
What's the
Just remember
worst
that
that
if
could happen?
the liquid comes out of the vat, it'll flow down the ramp onto you, Ranger. Just remember that.
Oh, I can write it out.
If there wasn't slime on the ramp before, there certainly would be after that.
No, literally, I'll ride that first wave down the ramp, continuing down the
This
bottom
entire
of the
game just turns into Wipeout.
Surfboard.
Okay, now I will do my best and try and jump up onto the catwalk. Jumping specifically, because that's going to end the worst, and it will be amazing.
How do
It's
you jump
probably-
that high?
I was going to say, you probably can't jump up on the top of it,
Damn it!
but you could take a running start and try and climb up onto the lip of the vat.
Okay,
from there,
yes, I'm
jump on
going to
the
do
catwalk.
that. I'm going to
Okay.
take this because I am trained in jumping. Yes, and so I want to use this ability of mine.
You're trained in jumping.
I want to see this work. I
Are
want
you
to
level
see
2
this.
yet, Brax? Because you could make that specific. You could be trained into jumping on top of vats.
I feel like that might be a little too granular.
Oh shit!
But
Okay.
how would you
so-
feel now if you had done that previously?
I would
You'd
feel
be
so
like,
happy.
my entire life is validated.
Now we're just gonna find
so,
some bat jumping competition.
so to jump onto the lip of the vat, the first jump will be a difficulty. It's about 3 meters. So to get up to there from where you are, to get standing or in a decent position on the edge of it, it's probably going to be a difficulty 4 with skill in jumping, and this will be a speed roll. With your skill in jumping, that brings it down to a difficulty 3 to get to the lip of the vat, and then it'll be another jump to get on the catwalk.
Alright,
easier
I'm
jump.
going to do this, and I'm going to put a point of effort into it.
Roll a 1.
Okay, so that brings it down to a difficulty 2.
Oh, so close.
Oh!
God, 7.
Okay, I'm going to perform a jam intrusion here.
Dagnabbit!
Would you like to, would you
All
like
is
to
fun.
accept the intrusion?
Oh, this will be amusing, so yes.
Okay,
I'm
so you get
actually
onto
willing
the-
to spend experience here if you want Blargs. I'm actually willing to expend experience on your behalf to refuse it.
Nope, this is going to be amusing.
Oh God.
Okay, so you jump onto the edge of the vat. It's a magnificent leap. You sort of scramble right up the side of it, get to the edge of it, and then take a deep breath in while you're landing. And inhale the fumes at the top of the vat. As you do that, you're going to start you're going to sway as fumes take their hold. It feels great. You feel great. Unfortunately, for you, where are we? Come on. Once this does what I want it to do, you can now see twice as many green dudes up the top. Only you can see them all.
It's okay, guys. There's like 4 guys there, but I can take them all.
Huh?
You've literally inhaled liquid Kool-Aid.
So,
than-
yeah,
better
you
than
now
looking
have a choice. You can try for the second jump and try and tackle one of these. Something. The top of the catwalk is looking pretty busy to you. And I'll just put a
also the
little
thing is that the
marker
is-
on.
boiling.
I'll just put a little marker on them so you know that they're the ones that only Blarks can see. There we go.
Oh God.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna protect the team, and jump up and tackle. How do I ping? I can't remember. The one close to me with only I can see.
This one.
Yep.
Okay, so I would get another speed roll to jump up on the top there. This is an easier one. You'll only have to hit a difficulty 1 because you tried in jumping.
Hit a 1.
13. Oh, it could have
Okay.
been much worse.
You jump on top of the catwalk and try and tackle this. As you go and tackle it, you think you've just missed the tackle as you land prone on top of the catwalk. But you were sort of swinging and trying to keep it off of you. As you think close, you've missed it and it's going to try to stomp on you or something. So you'll flail wildly on the top of the thing at it.
At least we know they're ethereal. That's cool.
Okay,
Oh my
it's
God.
going to try, to your perception, Blargs, it's going to try and attack you. So I'm going to do a speed roll to dodge to avoid doing anything stupid. Difficulty 3.
Oh man, he's fighting imaginary enemies.
I'm
We've
gonna
all been there.
put a point of effort into this because yep. So let's see how this goes.
11.
Ooh.
You roll to the side of the catwalk, out of the way of the blow that you think this creature is trying to hammer down onto you. As you do so, you get right on the lip of the catwalk, but don't fall over. You've got enough presence of mind at the moment not to fall into the boiling vat. All right, you got 1 experience from that intrusion, and you can give 1 experience to someone else.
I will have a think about who I'm going to give the experience to because I'm indecisive.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay, the big chunky, the one that's on the vat and is real, is going to come and try and push Fetus off the catwalk. Not to there, where'd you
While standing on Blargs.
go? It's hard to represent. He's on the catwalk, just trust me. I should have drawn the catwalk going like that way. Here to here.
All good.
It's going to try and just push you onto the floor rather than on the vat. It's going to sort of run at you. So I'll get to dodge that one.
Okie dokie. Nope.
3. Oh.
Okay, it's going to come and give you an almighty shove. You teeter on the edge of the catwalk for a moment, sort of trying to keep your balance before you go crashing down to earth. As that's a fall from, it's probably 4 or 5 meters. It's going to probably do 4 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a pretty decent fall onto the ground.
Okay.
And you don't really stick the landing. So you're now at the
Fair
bottom.
enough.
Sort of land on your feet without sort of falling over, but it's still 4 points of might damage.
Cool.
The other big chunky creature is going to move towards try. It's just seen this weird flailing thing here on top of the catwalk. And so it's going to try and stomp on you, Blarg. So a speed roll to dodge him, difficulty 4, because this is the big buster.
Oh god, this is going to go badly. But this time I'm going to trust my fate to the heart of the cards.
RNG is with you.
16.
Okay. The way that you're flailing at the other creature and the way that so it actually does you well. You manage to escape its stomp impact, but you feel the vibration move through the top of the catwalk as it misses with the big stomp. Ranger, it is your turn.
I guess I'd take and
Give him a volley.
yeah, I may have to take a shot at that one.
That one's an imaginary one, so you can't see it.
Those 2 in the center
Oh,
we can see. Those other
ones-
2 only
yeah.
Blargs can see.
The
Yeah.
ones without the
That's-
skull symbols you can see.
That's
Yep.
the one that's still on the walkway.
This one and this one are on the walkway. This one is the big chunky one that you've already shot at.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll take another shot at this one here then. It's the closest.
Okay. Here's the big chunky one, so difficulty 4. And that shot sails straight through the air and embeds itself in the creature's chest. And that
Nice.
does 4 damage, is that correct?
4 damage.
Okay.
And
So,
plus 1 for the 17.
That's true. So it does 5 damage. So that creature has now taken a few shots and is slowing down a little bit, but not enough to totally stop doing what it's doing. Rusev, on your turn, you swing back on the rope. If you'd like, you can make a might roll to kick the guy on your way through.
Might I have an asset because of the momentum, perhaps?
I believe you would. So, it's a big guy, so that brings it down to difficulty 3.
Into the boiling vat.
And I'm going to do effort on this because I want to do this, so it's a difficulty 2.
Okay.
Yes.
11.
So you Errol fling your way into the creature on there, and you sort of knock it back and do a couple of points of damage. Were you specifically trying to push it there?
I was trying to sort of knock it off the edge, if that was at all possible.
Okay, so you knock it right towards the edge. You've done the damage to it. I'll get you to do another might roll to see if you knock it right off. This will be much easier.
Alright, come on.
8.
Okay, you knock it off, but it doesn't fall into the vat. You've done probably 4 points of damage from the kick. It doesn't fall all the way in. It sort of clings to the edge of it, and its sort of feet go into the vat. And you see it start writhing as its feet go in there, but it's still crawling its way on the edge, so it's not dead yet.
If I just kicked it, that's probably only going to be 2 points of damage rather than 4.
It'll take some more from its feet dissolving the boiling vat.
Nice.
Okay, Scrapper.
So I don't know. I should actually leave this boiling because I'm a little bit worried now. But because isn't
Just
this?
inhale the fumes.
Sorry.
We'll be fine.
Well, I'm down there on the ground. I'm worried about the guys upstairs. I'm just gonna leave it boiling because it's actually hurting that guy. So I'm actually gonna shoot the guy hanging around just over the vat.
Okay, so it's this guy. That's him there. I've just brought him back for clarity. This guy is still on top of the catwalk.
Yeah. So that guy.
Are you going to shoot the guy on the edge?
Yeah, I want to try and
Yep,
shoot
you
him
can-
so he loses his grip.
Okay, you've got a pretty clear shot on him from where you're standing. You're basically shooting him at point blank range from beneath.
Mhm.
So that'll be pretty easy because you cling to the edge. So only difficulty 2.
Okay. 19. Bam.
Okay. The third arrow. This is the third bolt that this creature has taken, and even though it's big and chunky, doesn't really help you when you're clinging to the edge of a vat of boiling slime. So the arrow penetrates through where the creature's wrist would be if it actually had physical wrists, on the side that had been sort of holding to the edge of the vat, and it through enough to sever the hand, or what would be a hand, from the arm, and the creature loses its grip and starts sinking slowly into the boiling vat. You see it clawing out the other hand, almost like it looks almost like the T1000 going into the molten metal. It tries to claw, but then
I was hoping the other way around.
back.
I was hoping he was doing the whole doing the thumbs up as he goes into the vat.
As the creature hits the vat and the rest of it goes in there, there's a big puff of the white smoke at the top of it, and you see some of it come over the edge of the vat and run down the sides. But it has no effect because it's in the vat and it's ages away from everyone. So it's dead. So there is now one creature that the rest of you can perceive, and it's this one. Fetus, it is your turn. You fell on your feet, but you got a bit of a jar from the fall, which is what caused the damage.
Mm-hmm.
But it is your turn, and you are free to act.
May as well just try and get back up there, I suppose. I guess that'll be my entire turn.
Unless you speed roll to climb.
Pardon?
Do you want to speed roll to sort of the ladder? Yes, you can.
I'll just move there, I suppose. And that's a speed roll?
Okay, so you...
No, it's a speed roll if you
yep,
want to get up
if
the
you wanna
catwalk.
do it.
Oh,
If you want to get up to it and still do something else. Otherwise, you can just climb up.
Well, it probably can hurt to try, but let's try. So I would like to, if possible, spear tackle this one.
Oh god!
Okay.
On top of a boiling bat, you are crazy.
Yes.
So that will be a speed roll. Well, it's a might roll. You need to do your speed roll to be able to do that. So it'll be a speed roll of difficulty quite easy 2, followed by a might roll of difficulty 3.
Oh.
You scramble up to the top.
That is
Now a might roll of difficulty 3.
that is just in time.
There we go.
Woof.
Okay,
Damn, that's a hard
so
spear tackle.
you move up to the creature and tackle it, pushing it backwards about another step. You don't manage to get it off the edge, but you do. Oh, and when this thing sits in the square I want it to, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
You push it back and manage to throw it off balance so it falls prone. Rusev has sort of swung through to here by now. So you've sort of put past Rusev, and you're
Excellent.
now up. You're now sort of up here, so you've come with it. Blags,
Cool.
you believe have a dude on top of you.
I like how Blugs gets the infection and starts seeing funny green men.
I just get all the good luck. I guess I'm gonna flail at it as best I can.
Okay.
What are you, magic up?
Where's my axe? Where's it gone?
You haven't you've sort of been flailing around with your axe held in sort of one-handed after you jump. So you do have your axe with you.
Axe. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna
what
try.
I'll do is, if you're going to attack this imaginary one, I will do a. It'll be difficulty 3. Fail the roll, you'll hurt yourself. You swung and a miss at something that you thought would take the blow.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna swing at it.
I love it.
Okay. Difficulty
What's the
3.
worst that can happen?
Oh, come on.
Okay.
you're
Oh my
successful.
god, on the button again.
It was only a 3, so he's fine. You swing through where you thought the creature was, and then you sort of look around, and you realise that what you thought was there is not there. So you've worked out that that one has disappeared. You haven't worked out it's a hallucination. You just think it like disappeared or
Guys, they
teleported
can
away.
teleport now. Oh, we're screwed.
What the blaze are you doing up there?
Rainer, actually, sorry, this creature gets act. But this one is going to attack Fetus and try and push Fetus back. So Fetus has speed roll to dodge.
No. Oh god. Damn it.
Ah, damn.
Okay, so it's going to sort of push back and then come through with sort of it brings it round in a like a haymaker, punching back at you. So you'll take 3 points of might damage as it does that.
Jesus. Okay.
Hey, you're the one that's spear
Do you have any
tackling
armor?
everything. You should take the risks, man.
Do I have what?
Any armor?
Yeah, I've got my natural 1 armor from my
Okay, so
ward.
you only take 2. So you
Oh,
take
thank God.
2 points.
Excellent.
Ranger,
Thank
it
you.
is your turn.
Alrighty. I reckon I can get another shot at that angle.
You can,
Same.
and it connects. So this creature has been pretty unmolested by the rest of you. Stops now as the arrow sails through, despite your little falling over incident that we won't talk about. Your shots have been pretty true ever since you came back up the top here. So it'll take 4 points.
4 points.
Yep. Okay, so it takes some points of damage. Rusif, you're now pretty much back where you are before you started the swing.
So, I guess considering he's currently just wrestling with Fetus, I guess nothing really stopping me from just going up and shanking it.
Nothing is stopping you from shanking it.
Shanking it. Oh fuck.
Oh, 1. Oh, no.
You just shanked me. My eye.
No, I'm going to do something else. As you move forward to shank, you've not really been paying attention to what Blargs has been doing behind you. Blargs is still thrashing about, fighting what he thought is a teleporting enemy. And so as you move forward, Blargs trips you over, and you start to fall off the edge of the catwalk.
Okay.
So you're going to fall onto the side of it, and you're still clinging to it with one. You're still on it, and you're sort of balancing on the edge. But I will get a might roll from you for the foresight not to breathe in what Blargs breathed in.
Okay, for the sheer hilarity, I'm going to trust in the dice.
14.
Okay, so you see yourself fall towards the vat, and you catch yourself of it, and you don't have a sharp intake of breath. You've got enough sort of stamina and toughness not to do that, so you're not going to start tripping balls. Scrapper, it is your turn.
Alright, well, now that I see Rusif just hanging there, almost about to fall into the boiling vat, I'm going to... Can I drain it while it's boiling, or do I have to turn it off from boiling first?
You can switch it to draining. Be aware that that will cover the floor in boiling slime.
Oh, yeah. So that's where it drains. I thought it was going to drain somewhere else. Okay,
No, it's just going to vent all over the floor pretty much.
Oh, crap, okay. Then...
I'll let you know that because of how long it's been boiling and how quick it's been boiling, the substance in the thing, it's killed most of the virus within it. But you may take some damage from just like steam burns if you were to vent it over the floor.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll leave that for now. I might leave that for now.
If you purge it, you'll have to roll to dodge, and Ranger will have to roll to dodge. The rest won't go on the catwalk.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that to Ranger. He's already fallen over once. I'll just I think I'll just aim up and take a shot, just like Ranger did. Up at the guy.
You'll you'll probably have to take a step back from there. He's sort of here, and you're directly beneath it, so there's a catwalk between you and him.
Yeah. Okay, so take a few steps back while I've got it reloaded and take a shot.
Okay, so that'll be speed roll.
Okay. Five.
Okay, your bolt sailed wide, and you see it ricochet off the far wall of the room, and embed itself within opera over here somewhere.
Okay, so I might be able to. Wait, did I see where it landed? Or
Oh,
not?
it's on the ramp somewhere. You sort of heard it go ping off the wall and then clatter somewhere up there.
All right, I'll keep a note of that. So I'll see if I can pick it up later. All right, that's all right. Cool. I miss.
Okay, Fetus, you have just been haymakered by the guy up here, and you've just seen Rusev almost fall into the slime, but you're sort of engaging this one.
Okay. I would like to embed my fist in its skull head thing.
Why are you doing this all the time? God.
Hey,
You
if
can
it
try
ain't
to-
broke, don't fix it.
You can try to punch it in the face.
Excellent.
If it ain't infected, don't touch it. I would usually say.
Damn it.
7.
So you sort of come up into a sort of classic pugil stance. Many people have seen it, how they do it in some of the things you used to watch as a child, plays, vids, assorted drawn things that you found throughout the Ninth World. And then you sort of come through in what you think is a classic jab, but what the creature thinks is a really slow blow, and it just sort of ducks out of the way, almost unfazed, and turns your blow aside. You haven't
Awesome.
really thought of these creatures capable of contempt, but what it just did was pretty fucking contemptuous.
Okay. Righto.
Flags, it's your turn.
Glass used flail.
It's cool. It's cool.
Flags
Guys-
thinks there's a teleporting guy around. You can see two. You can see the one sort of trying to box with, and there's also this big-looking fella that you think might be starting to, become a threat.
I don't understand why everyone's ignoring that guy. They're all just focusing in on this one creature. So I'm going to, I don't think I can really charge, given we're on a relatively narrow walkway here. But I will go and try and attack the other one.
The one only you can
Fetus'
see.
friend.
The one that only I can see.
Excellent.
Because I've got to protect
get to him
everyone
from
else.
Okay, so to do that, you're sort of going to have to leap through Fetus' space at him.
Excellent.
Do it.
So to do something with that much agility before you attack, I will need a speed roll.
Okay. If I'm
to
leaping,
get-
do I get the bonus from jumping? Or the jumping skillness thing?
Leaping, jumping, yeah, sure. So it's difficulty 2. Speed roll.
Whoops.
4.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you try and do. You're not someone necessarily like Fetus who was exposed to a lot of classical, pugilism or anything as a child, but you have seen a few things. You've picked up a few things, and you try to mimic something that you once saw an old fighting master do in a battle. Unfortunately, when he did it, he was on level ground and not on top of a catwalk. And he had a bit more space to work with. So as you try and move forward, you try and sidestep Rusev from where he is, and then sort of realize, oh, this catwalk's not wide enough. So you sort of blunder your way into Fetus and the one that he's boxing. It knocked them both. Fetus would dodge to get out of Blargs' way.
I I'm gonna have to try. Oh god.
Okay. You actually do manage to dodge him, but to do that, you have to sort of step back and stop engaging the green guy in front of you. The green guy is going to take an opportunistic chance as he sees you move out of the way and this other big lug come in front of him. And Blargs, it's going to attack you with a quick little blow. So, Blarg,
Perfect.
I will get a speed roll to dodge from you. Okay, you take no damage as the blow sort of hits you in the six-pack, and you just laugh and shake it off. Okay.
It would have been funnier if it
Ranger,
was
it
the
is your
imaginary
turn.
one.
Ranger, your turn.
Ranger, you there? What's happening?
Attacking? Your mic, I think your mic's off.
Yep.
Okay. So you send a bolt sailing through the sort of tangle of limbs and people up on the top of the catwalk. It's a pretty tough shot, but this is just like pinging Womprats in your T-16 back on Tatooine. So you just go straight through, and another bolt embeds itself in the creature at the top. It is not looking healthy. Rusif, you are clinging. You are on the edge of the catwalk, prone.
I guess I need to climb back up, and then I would like to actually shank someone.
Okay.
Do I need to do a climb check or anything like that, or can I just like climb up?
You're pretty good. You're sort of half on and half off, so it's pretty easy to scramble your way back up. But you won't be able to sort of move forward. Can still go for a shot with the knife.
Someone needs to die. And that's a light weapon, but even then I don't think that's enough.
No, that won't be enough. So your blow sails wide in the constricted space up the top of the catwalk here. Blokes, you're sort of down here somewhere. Yeah, we'll sort that out in a minute. Scrapper, it's your turn. You have a clear line of sight to the one remaining slime creature that you can perceive. The one that doesn't teleport.
Well, I don't even know about the one that teleports. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, so I'm going to go for
You think
another
he's just
reload.
dribbling?
He is dribbling shit. I can't see this teleporting crapper he's talking about, so there we go. I'm just going to be... I'll just reload and fire one more.
Okay. Difficulty 3.
18. Boom.
Okay. From where you're sitting, you lock and fire. This one had been pretty cagey and pretty canny, but it's not fast enough or skilled enough to dodge another point-blank crossbow bolt. So the bolt embeds it and sort of moves its way through the creature's head, and you see it sort of stop and then discorporate and start dripping through the bottom of the catwalk as it goes down, and it is dead. Everyone but Blargs is out of combat.
I guess I'll just call up to them, just say, "Can you pass down that bolt I just took, shot through its head?"
I think it
that's
connected
sort of
in the
clattered.
ceiling. Go up and get it.
The one that you just shot sort of fell to the bottom, fell to the catwalk and fell off the side. The rest of it, so it's sort of on the floor in front of you.
Okay, right, I'll pick that one up.
So Blargs, you can still perceive one enemy.
Damn right I can. It's right there, guys. What are you all Why are you relaxing?
If anyone would like to try and talk Blargs out of it, it'll be opposed intellect check. So you'll have to do an intellect check opposed his intellect check.
I don't even know what's wrong with him yet, so I'm just going to let
Can
him
I
go
just-
for now.
Can I
Can
just
I-
give Bloods a hug?
That will give you a drop at a level of you basically give you a +3 on your intellect roll to calm him down.
I've been in these situations, and hugs help.
So,
Damn
first
it.
I will get an intellect roll.
Seven.
Plugs, I'll get an intellect roll from you. You need to roll a, well, if you roll a 10.
A natural 20. Oh, that was brilliant.
Perfect. That is just...
Plugs,
Of all the times to roll a 20, that was perfect.
that is some damn fine dice you've got there.
Oh,
he
shit.
hasn't rolled this well all game. What's going to happen here?
Oh, no.
Mind meld.
Okay. The force
is
of your
fantastic.
will against what Fetus is trying to do is pretty much so good that it goes all the way out the other side. And whilst you sort of throw Fetus off as he tries to hug him, your brain sort of kicks into gear and you work out, hang on, there's a reason everyone else is not, fighting these guys, and you work out that you are hallucinating. You can still see the guy, but you're pretty sure he's not real. Would you like to ask your companions for any assistance?
Wait, guys. I know. I'll use the hand signals just in case, to make sure they're not messing
I
with
would
my
like
mind.
to walk up to Blargs.
Okay, you can walk up, but while you do, banana, porcelain, catapult.
I head
What's the
to
hand?
Blarg.
What does the hand signal for porcelain look like?
A toilet.
It's very complex.
Yusuf, what would you like to do?
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but while Blargs is busy trying to gesticulate and come up with a hand signal for porcelain, I walk over to him and headbutt him in the head. That should knock him out of his damn whatever wrong with him.
Okay, Blargs.
How many points of damage?
Rusev walks up. No, you can do opposed
Funnily
might
enough, I
rolls for
can't
damage.
deal enough damage with a headbutt to actually injure him. He's got that much armor; it won't hurt him.
Blargs, you feel this sudden light pain in the back of your head, and you turn around to see Rusev clutching his skull and going, "What is your head made of?" And then you turn back to where you thought the creature was, and it has disappeared.
Wow, that's a perplexing turn of events.
You're an idiot,
Must have
Blargs.
teleported away.
Oh well, I guess it's not bothering us now, guys. We'll be fine. That's a great story to tell you, though. What were you guys doing up there?
I'm just shaking my head looking at Blargs. He's just going, what the fuck? And I'm actually going to head up here and search for the other bolt.
Okay, retrieve the other bolt from the ramp. Now, the other vat in the room is still full of the green slime. There is another control panel next to it. Would you like to do something to that before you leave?
I would like to... Wait, do we have any vials or anything?
You're not drinking the slime.
I just want a little bit.
If you drink the slime, I will guarantee that, like Blargs, you will be infected with the insidious choir.
I suppose I don't want to do a little bit then. Okay,
Blargs.
maybe not.
Blargs, I think you need to work out some of that pent progression. Here's a control panel. Smash it.
I like this idea. I would like
Hey,
to
hey,
smash
whoa,
this
whoa, whoa,
control
whoa, whoa,
panel.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
There's also controls that'll drain this thing onto the floor. It's a really bad idea if you mess around with that control panel.
I'm willing to
Ranger's
take that
still
risk, are
halfway
you?
down the ramp.
Yeah, and I'm on the other side, so I'll probably get hit too, but I'm on the up ramp, so at least I won't get most of it. But yeah, Ranger's going to get hit pretty hard with that. And also we'll flood the floor.
Surf's up, bro.
Yeah, is it perhaps useful for saving if we need to make a quick escape? And literally surf our way
What,
down.
and try to grab Dro as we sail down?
Yeah, sure. Get him to build a boat now.
Joe, you call down. Can you come up with some sort of rudimentary kayak? All you hear from low is a, what? Everything alright up there?
It's okay, my party's just gone insane.
So would you like to do anything to the control panel? Scrappy, you're the one who's worked it out.
Do I notice anything unusual about the boiling vat after it's been boiling for some time now?
Now it's just sort of letting out, still letting out the white vapor from the top of it, but it's a lot more sedate. You think some of the active components might have boiled, and now it's just sort of boiling dry.
Okay, so it's not actually a threat. If that actually
Well,
gets to
it's-
us.
Well, you can't tell, but it's not letting off as much vapor as it was. The colour of the substance inside is sort of going to start to go quite brown, and like it's it sort of went from green to a caramel to a quite a brown colour, and it's sort of getting darker, so it looks like it's sort of burning through.
I think I'll do the same to the other one.
Okay, does anyone object to Scrapper doing that to the other vat, other than Fetus, who still wants to drink it?
Who knows, cooking it might be tasty.
Okay, so Scrapper moves the control panel on the second vat, and much like the first one, cranks it up so that it starts to boil dry. The white mist on the top starts appearing like it did on the other one, but as you watch it, it just sort of keeps boiling through like the other one did. This one's identical to the other one. Okay, and that might be where we leave it for tonight.
Yay.
Awesome.
I would like to use a
Okay.
recovery roll, please.
You can all do recovery rolls if you'd like to do recovery rolls.
Oh, thank God.
Don't we need to wait an hour for that or something?
No, you can do it as an
Yes!
action.
Yes!
Oh, wow. Maximum damage.
It depends where you're up to in the recovery. First one is an instant action. Your second one is, I think it's
10
an
minutes.
action, 10 minutes, an hour, and then like 10 hours.
I'm not missing enough points for that yet. Don't think. I'm not missing any might especially, so I'll hold off on resting for now.
All 8 points went into my might pool.
So what happens when you keep tackling stuff, man? Jeez, be careful.
Okay. So, yeah, you are. I'm trying to get to the top of this tower as quick as I can. It's just that that battle took a bit longer because it involved athletics and hallucinations. There's only
Numenera version of Tarzan, yeah.
There's only a couple more levels to go until you reach the top of the spinneret. So hopefully you should be there next session. Okay, thanks for playing, guys.
I'm never hugging you again, Blocks.
Lef, are you going to be around in 2 weeks, or are you gone by then?
I'm not. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
When do you leave?
I leave on. Technically, I'll still be here, but not really. I leave on the 25th, but my computer should be packed up and whatnot by, like, oh shit, that's weekend after next, isn't it? Yeah, so probably like 18th, 19th, I'll be packing up everything and in anticipation of not coming back.
Okay. Do you want to try and sneak in another session for there, or are you happy to put it on to sort of leave it there?
I think I might have to bow out. Sorry.
That's fine. We can assume that your character's gone down to help Dro and is still helping him until such time as you want to come back, if you want to come back.
He dived into the boiling vat because he wanted to drink so badly.
Or we can assume that you took Dro and ran away with him to the Aeon Priest Enclave and are hiding out there.
Happily ever after. Into the sunset.
Could do that. It'd be easier to sneak out, I guess. Sort of bring him back to the Enclave. Just be like, okay, where the hell did Feathers go?
I'll never let you suffer, Dro. I made a promise.
He took his vow very seriously.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's excellent.
Okay.
Dro is just continue like, I just want to go home.
And you're like, no, I must protect you.
Yeah. He's like chained. He's got a chain around his ankle. He's perfectly fine now. He's healthy, but literally can't leave.
Okay. So we'll leave it there till next session, and then once you're finished with your travelling, if you'd like to come back in, just let us know, and we'll work it out from there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, but until that time, thanks for playing. It's been a pleasure.
Danke.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody.
All the best.
Thanks, Lef, for playing. Fun times were had. Travel safe.
Thanks for putting up with me. Thank you.
You
realise we're all just gonna...
travel safe.
Thanks for forgiving me about your eye.
Excellent. We're all saying these big thank yous, and then we're all just going to jump on TeamSpeak later anyway, I assume.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But still, in this context, in the Numenera context, thanks for playing.
True. Thank you very much.
And for the rest of you, is the 23rd okay?
Yeah, it should be. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good for me.
I'll be back
I
at work by
assume
then,
that
that's
works
right.
for me.
Okay, no problem. We'll see you next time for more Tales from the Ninth World.
Alright.
Blocks tripping balls.
It was on stream. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, guys.
Alright, bye.
Later.